I'm Grandma Princess, and I'm defeating diabetes one step at a time.
God bless you. Yes, that was my princess, Denia. And like she said, we are defeating diabetes one step at a time. Join the movement today, the Defeating Diabetes One Step at a Time movement. Well, y'all, this Queenie here. And yes, we are still defeating diabetes one step at a time. I just simply wanted to come on here today, y'all, just to address um, us as a people. And a lot of times we sit back and we looking for somebody to come and bring change, somebody coming to rescue us. But the truth of the matter is that everything we need is already built in us. God has given us everything we need in us to bring about a change. And truthfully, y'all, the change that we want to see is us and it's in us. So we have to be that change. Nobody is not coming into our community, making a change. We have to make a change for ourselves, for our family, for our community, in our churches, in particular concerning, diabetes. We cannot leave this up to the government to come up with a so-called cure. You can't leave it up to politicians or, whoever to, change this. Only we can change this, y'all. We are the change that we want to see. And truth be told, like I said previously, diabetes is totally reversible, y'all. Please, let's get that in our head. Diabetes is totally reversible. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't be bamboozled. Don't be deceived. Diabetes is totally reversible, y'all. Like I said, the change start with us. Parents, the change start with you. The children cannot buy their food. Okay, I totally understand. I totally get it. Eating healthier is expensive. It is the truth. But we can do some things to, introduce some healthier stuff into our diets, and there is some affordable ways that we can do that. For one, okay, I'm not endorsing these stores that I'm about to say, but it's just as for, example purposes. For one, in the mail, they send them every week. They send the ads with different stores. Bravo, Price Choice, not Publix, so you have to go to the supermarket to get that. But Winn-Dixie, Fresco, Consumer Meats, different little stores. They send their ads, and then they have, their fruits and their vegetables, mostly on sale. And what you can do is you can take those same ads and you could go to Walmart. You could do what you call price comparison. Trust me, y'all, it works. That's what I do. I do price comparison because, fruits and vegetables is expensive. That's what I do, and you can do that. And you see a tremendous savings when you do that. Secondly, you can go to probably a farmer's market or probably a wholesalers, to get you some fruits and vegetables wholesale. For those of you guys that have like larger families, you could go and get it wholesale in bulk. Then that way it won't go to waste. But for me, it really won't work. That well for me, far as like me getting a whole bunch of bulk because I'm just one person. But that would work really well for the family. But it's things that you can do. You know what I mean? So even, okay, let's just say if you have to buy, say you want to get vegetables in the can. Okay, they're not the healthiest, but they're a little bit better than you buying the processed stuff. As far as you buying fries and all this stuff from McDonald's and Burger King and all this stuff. What you do is you rinse that stuff off, you strain it, and then you wash it with water. You can do that. Several nutritionists told me that you can do that. The beans in the can, you can do the same thing. You pour off that juice that it comes in, you strain that, you rinse that thoroughly, and then you can put your own water in and you proceed to put your own seasoning if you like. You can do that. And then instead of buying, hot chips and chips, for the children, get them, some fruits, get them, some vegetables, get them, introduce some wheat bread. It's creative ways that you can be creative with food, because literally our children's lives are at stake. And like I said, the statistics is running rapid with the obesity in children, and the alarming rate of type 2 diabetes in children. Y'all, come on, y'all, this cannot happen. We got to begin to take responsibility for our actions as parents, as a people, as a community, even in our churches. So I am simply here with this Defeating Diabetes movement, just to help inspire, you to get up and do something and bring about a change, in your family, in your life, in your community, in church. A lot of us don't know, how to eat. A lot of us wasn't taught how to eat. I just use my own life for example. I wasn't taught, how to eat properly. I remember growing up, I love my family and mother dearly. I remember growing up on beans and rice, macaroni cheese, collard greens, cornbread, and candy yams, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but as our culture, a lot of times the way we eat culturally is what's killing us, and I didn't have a lot of vegetable choices when I was growing up, so at that time I know my mother did and what she knew and what she had, but when you know better, you're supposed to do better, y'all. So please, I'm just simply here to help us bring awareness and inspire us to get up, y'all, and let's do better as a people, as a family, as a community, as a church. Let's get up and do better. We don't have to die from diabetes. It's not a death sentence. The only way that it's a death sentence, y'all, and this is the truth. If you don't know you have it. And two, if you have it and you ain't doing nothing about it. So what does that mean? That means that first and foremost, you need to get tested for it. When you're doing your regular blood test, just have your doctors test you and your children. Have them test you for it. Some of the symptoms of type 2 diabetes is, like I said, extreme thirst, a frequent urination, extreme, tiredness, sluggish, unexplainable weight loss sometimes, just feeling just terrible, So let's just first just get it checked out. Our culture, we don't like to get checked out. Some men, y'all don't like to go to the doctor, but you need to get yourself checked out. We got to come out of this and not get yourself checked. At least get yourself checked out. How you going to know that you have anything or what you're dealing with unless you get it checked out? Come on, people. Let's get up. Let's make the change today. Like I said, the change that we're looking for is in us. While we waiting on somebody else to rise up and bring about a change in our community, we the change that we waiting to see. We the change. We the change. Get up and empower yourself to change, to make a difference, to make your life count. We don't have to die for diabetes. So many people die from diabetes. I truthfully believe with all my heart that they did not have to die from it. Come on, y'all. And let's go back to God. Let's go back to God. It all starts with God. He taught us how to eat in the Bible. It teaches us how to eat. Let's go back to the biblical principles. When you fall away from biblical principles, then things happen. Okay? First and foremost, we strayed away. As a people, we adopted this modern day culture, with this fast food, with this this quick food, with this microwavable food, with this processed food. Nobody wants to take the time out to actually cook anymore, and prepare your food. These days, the way that they're preparing these foods and these places, these restaurants and stuff, it's not sanitary. I mean, the meat, you can't trust the meat. The process that the meat went through, it's making you sick. I've got sick on a couple of occasions. You can't trust it. So, hello, let's go back to the way it was designed to be. And you know what? The reason why a lot of us are sick is because our bodies are, just full of toxins. And if your body is full of toxins, it cannot heal itself. God designed our body to heal itself. But it can't heal itself when it got all the bad stuff in it. And that's what eating poorly does. You put bad stuff in your body. The Bible declares that this is our temple. You're putting bad stuff in your temple. When you put bad stuff in, you only get bad things out. So come on, y'all. Let's wake up as a people. Let's get up and let's do this. Let's bring the change. Let's be the change. Let's do the change that we want to see. Get up. Join the movement today, Defeating Diabetes One Step at a Time movement. Join me today. Let's get up. Let's take our families back. Let's take our health back. Let's take our life back. And let's get up and let's defeat diabetes one step at a time. This Queenie, I love you so much. Be blessed. Until next time, God bless you.